How's it going, YouTube? So today I want to talk about food service delivery during this pandemic and how safe is it really? So you guys have seen in all the news, right? Shelter in place, wash your hands, do everything you can to prevent from getting the coronavirus. Well, I'm an Uber Eats driver, and I can tell you we have been extremely busy. There are plenty of restaurants right now that you can order from and have it delivered to your house. And ultimately, people are asking the question, how safe is it? You know, and I'm taking extra precautions in everything I do to get this food to my customers safely. All right, so I just finished a delivery, so what do I need to do for myself and for my next customers to help out? So I've got sterilizing wipes. These are Lysol disinfectant wipes, okay? I simply wipe everything down. I'm gonna wipe down my hands. I'm gonna wipe down the container I just took it out of because I touched it with my hands, right? I do my steering wheel. Anything I touched while I was driving, I'm wiping down now, in between deliveries. This is not something I was doing at the start, but it is something I'm doing now. So, wipe everything down good, the gear shifter, the emergency brake, anything that I touched after entering that restaurant and getting in my car is now getting sterilized. And what that does is, anything that might have been on those last bags are now gone from my vehicle. So that's one of the things that I'm doing personally as a driver, because it protects me, right? But in the same time, it's protecting my customers and ensuring that I'm doing everything I can to get their food to them safely and hopefully not transmit anything that may be going around. You know, some of the options that my customers have here in South Tampa are places like here at Shula Burger. You know, this is a small company that make great burgers and fries. You know, Chipotle across the street is also participating in the Uber Eats program, and Soho Juice. These are just three of the popular restaurants here that I'm spending a lot of time at the last few days, along with your normal places like McDonald's, Outback, and Carrabba's, Outback and Steakhouse, and Carrabba's Italian Grill. And there's another place here in town called Four Rivers Smokehouse. And if you're a fan of any kind of Southern or Texas barbecue and you live in South Tampa and you haven't been there yet, you're missing out, all right? So take that in mind if you ever come to Tampa area. Four Rivers Smokehouse is definitely a place to visit. These are some of the restaurants right now that you can get delivered to your home, so you don't have to go out right now during this pandemic. And this is another thing we're dealing with as food service delivery people. You know, these condo units and high rises, they just don't want you inside right now, and I can't blame them. So just remember that if you live in one of these buildings, don't get upset with your delivery driver when they ask you to come down and get your food, because they don't have a choice. So it's all in the name of safety, guys. Yours and theirs. This is what most restaurants look like right now, a total ghost town. So I read an article on it. I went back to try to find the article, and there's like everybody's doing an article right now on this as far as the financial impact. I'm pretty sure it was the Wall Street Journal. It was Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, something. They just talked about the financial impact that this is having on restaurants and how these delivery companies are trying their best to work with them and to keep them in business. This is how you can support your local businesses, your local economy. Because what happens is you order food, it keeps me in work. I feed my family. I pick it up from restaurants whose employees continue to have a job when a lot of people are getting laid off. Provides them income to feed their family. Provides the restaurant the stability of staying open through this pandemic and possibly not having to close their doors forever because they lose everything during it. So after the article got into the financial side of it, it got into the safety side of it and talked about how safe is it to have the food delivered. So obviously the safest way right now to eat is to cook your own food at home. All right. That's obviously the safest way. But if you don't have that option, and some people are going to run out of that option soon because, there's been a run at the grocery stores and people only have so much food in their house. And so they're going to have to get food at some point. How safe is it to have it delivered? Well, here's the deal. Safer than going to get it. If you have it delivered, the same people are making the food that would make it if you picked it up. So no risk change in that. You have one person, you have your delivery driver who's risking his own health or hers. They go into the restaurant, they pick your food up, they bring it to you. So you deal with one person. If you go get it yourself, what happens? You get out of the car, you go inside, you're exposed to maybe 8, 10, 12 people, right? You're exposed to all the workers at the restaurant. You're exposed to anybody at the restaurant, any delivery drivers picking up, anybody else there ordering takeout. So the risk factor goes down a lot when you have it delivered compared to takeout. So keep that in mind. And you can have your delivery driver simply leave your food at your door now. You don't even have to see them face to face. Have them ring the doorbell or knock and walk away. When you see them get back in their car, you can open your door, get your food off the doormat, and take it on inside. And just use simple, common practices like we're doing as drivers, as delivery drivers. Wash your hands, sanitize, after you eat, throw away the packaging, wash your hands, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better about what's going on. Because there's always that risk, any kind of interaction. But I think having your food delivered is definitely much safer than going out to pick it up yourself. You have less exposure to the outside world as you're quarantined at home, or as you're just hunkering down at home, or sheltering in place, I guess is how they say it a lot. Keep in mind, this is how the delivery driver feeds his family, right? He's taking the risk for you. Show him a little appreciation, drop him a tip, a little bit more than you usually do, because this is definitely a trying time. So if you have the ability to do that. Like a thank you. Don't forget to give them a thumbs up on their app, or a nice compliment on their app if they, everything goes well and your food gets there hot, safely, and he follows your directions, whether it be leave it at the doorstep, ring the bell, knock, or actually knock on the door and hand it to you, whatever it may be. I think that's all. I think that's always important, because as drivers, our satisfaction rate dictates sometimes what kind of orders we get. So keep that in mind. Take care of your delivery drivers right now, because they're taking care of you, right, during this time of crisis. So I just want to touch a little bit on the trucking industry. I have a lot of friends in trucking. They're out there every day right now, running freight back and forth across America. I love you guys with all of my heart. And not just my friends, that's just truckers in general. You guys are doing things right now and taking risks that others aren't. And for that, I am appreciative. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing, because you are helping make sure there's food on the shelves for my family to eat. You're helping to make sure there's pull-ups and wipes on the shelf that I can take care of my child. And for that, I am much appreciative. I know you guys are having some issues getting food yourself, because you don't have the ability to go anywhere to get food. You have to get at truck stops. A lot of those truck stops have closed the dining rooms and don't allow you to walk through the drive-through. How that's working out, I don't know. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. So special shout out to you all. Continue to do what you do. Continue to keep America rolling. All right. I'm out of here for now. If you're still here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below how it's affecting you. How's this pandemic affecting you as an individual, whether it be financially, personally, whatever it may be. All right. Y'all take care out there. Be safe, be smart, sanitize, right? And if you live in South Tampa, maybe I'll see you on the doorstep.